Thank you so much for joining me today. Before we get into today's video, I just want to give a big shout out to the first 4 commenters from my last video. Thank you so much to Stamping Nail Art by Jessica, Natalie H. Nails, Jessica's Nail Studio, and Tracy's Nail World 5709. I'd also like to give a shout out to my members. Thank you so much to Unbound Nails by Tiffany, Susie's Nail Cues, Sandra's Sparkly Sets, Dawn Boulay, Jen Mullet, Life with Christine, Just Nailed It, and Jessica's Nail Studio. And thank you to every single one of you that interacts with my channel, likes, subscribes, comments, watches, everything that you do that, you know, is just pushing my video further on the algorithm. I truly appreciate each and every single one of you that gives me the time, your time of the day to watch my stuff. And I hope that you enjoyed today's video as well. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Katie. This is the Katie Cat Nails channel, and today we're here to celebrate Miss Sandra's Sparkly Sets birthday. Happy birthday, Sandra. Thank you so much for all of the love and the support that you have shown me while I've been here on YouTube. I think that you were one of the first people that I followed back when I started watching after the baby, and I'm pretty sure you were like one of my first subscribers. So thank you so much. And happy birthday. Thank you so much for inviting me to the collab. I can't wait to see what everybody does. Y'all, there are so many people on this collab. Yeah, there's so many people, but there's going to be a whole list, and I'm going to try to tag everybody down below in the description box so you can go and check out their channels with the, I'm gonna have the whole schedule and everything down there, and I'm gonna see if anybody has a playlist, or if they've put a playlist together, or if someone started a playlist. So that'll be really cool. But it is Sandra's birthday, and I'm just so happy to be here. I learned so much from stamping, from watching her. She does such beautiful scenes in stamping. She always just sets them up so perfectly, and like she puts stuff together that I would have never thought to put together before. So yeah, she definitely taught me to, sorry for that. She definitely taught me to think outside the box when it comes to my stamping and like what I can and cannot use for an image. So yeah, if you're seeing this and you don't know who Sandra is, go check out Sandra's Sparkly Sets. I told you to, okay? So I might want to explain also what I'm doing here, right? Okay, so here's my inspo pick, and this is how I started doing it. I've done this type of design before. I think it was last year or the year before. I did an 80s collab with Cherie at Just Nailed It, and I did this type of design before. I think it definitely came out much closer to what I was looking for at this time than it did last time. But I mean, it's a hard design, y'all. It looks kind of like scribbly gobbledygook. It really does. Like, it looks like scribbly gobbledygook, okay? But I think it came out much closer to being accurate to the, you know, the type of design that I'm trying to do this time. So I'm definitely happy with it. It's definitely 80s, okay? It's definitely 80s sci-fi, which is, you know, my whole thing. I love sci-fi. I love, you know, from the 80s, I love horror movies. You know, horror movies became really big in the 80s, right? Because then you could start showing boobies on TV, in movies and stuff, I mean. And, you know, so horror movies definitely was one of the first, like, genre of movie where they were showing, like, you know, kind of risque stuff. But yeah, I really wanted to do this design again, and she said the theme was 80s, so I just ran with it. I really wish that I had more insight as to how I did this, other than I was just trying to follow the lines as best as possible. I did notice one thing, however. So like when I was drawing my lines, you notice how I dipped in certain places and like made like little indents in the lines. You need to make your smaller connecting lines, like the ones that I'm doing now, go with those so that you get like that geography look. So you get like that mapped out, like kind of computer geography type look. But I haven't really figured it out yet. I still think that this looks like it's closer, but it's not. We're still in gobbledygook land, okay? We haven't quite crossed over to Tron yet. We're still stuck in gobbledygook. But I think it came out much closer for real, and I really did like how these came out. So I decided that I wanted to do the blue with chrome. So that's what I ended up doing. I ended up using the aqua shade from Mini Manny Moo. And I am going to be doing like the same basic design. Well, not basic because it's hard, but like the same lines. I'm going to do them across all 5 nails. And then I'm going to go in with like the cool sunset that you saw on the inspo pic on 2 of them. So yeah, but yeah, Sandra is just, she is such a sweetheart. She's such a sweetheart. Her videos are always so positive, you know, and she's just such a sweet person. And she has, seriously, I really do think she was like one of my very first subscribers. You know, as far as I can remember, she's been watching my videos. And then she was my first member, you know, after my mom initially became a member. So Sandra and my mom are the reason why I started doing members only content. At first, I just had it like as an option because when I got monetized, YouTube told me, hey, you can do this. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do that. So I made a thing, but I never really did anything for it. I was just kind of there. And then I had noticed that my mom and Sandra had become members all of a sudden. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I have to make members only content now. So, you know, thank you, Sandra, for just being a huge support to me and everybody else in the nail community. I know myself as well as everybody else can honestly say that you are just such a joy to have around, to be a part of my channel, you know, in the comments. You know, you always take the time to write a comment. And yeah, you're just awesome, girl. And I really appreciate everything. I thank you so much for inviting me to this collab. There are I know I already said this, but there are so many of us doing this collab for Sandra. So I hope that you enjoy these 80s inspired nail sets for your birthday. Such a cute theme. I love doing 80s stuff. I was born in 89. So I did miss out on getting to experience a lot of the 80s stuff firsthand. But, you know, being born in 89, a lot of it did cross over into my childhood. So definitely kind of have like an inkling of like what was going on, you know what I mean? But yeah, so this is the part where I am getting ready to do the sunsets. They were really fun. And this is where the design starts to really come together, starts to look more like what I was going for. And what you're seeing me apply is the satin stamping sealer from She Modern, because I was going to be doing art with gel polish over it, and I wanted to be able to clean up any little mistakes that I might make. I did put that down so that I didn't like smear the chrome or ruin the chrome or anything with the chrome. I didn't want to do anything to the chrome. So then I just started to do my lines, and I noticed that like the sunset is kind of like either rising or setting behind the like little electronic mountain peaks, I guess. So I had to like place the line strategically in order to like make it work right. And then I did have to go in and clean up a little part just so that it would look more symmetrical. But yeah, this part's pretty straightforward. So I'm just going to go ahead and let you guys enjoy the bit of it that I got. At this point, somehow I did end up like going off camera a lot. I really need to get the hang of the zooming in thing. The thing is, I like to be able to see what I'm doing on the phone while I'm recording. And so like, even if I wanted to like just zoom in later during the app, like the editing process, I could totally do that. But then that's not really the point of why I zoom in this close. It's because I like to be able to see like what I'm doing in the video, because I don't like project my phone to a screen. I have my phone set up to where it's just high enough for me to do my nails, and it's just low enough for me to be able to see the phone and not have the phone smacking me in the face. So yeah, I don't know, it's a pain in the butt. I gotta figure it out because I'm losing really awesome parts of my nail designs, and yeah, that's not cool, dude. But look how cool this looks already. You see what I'm saying? How it's slowly starting to come together. Okay, we're looking more like Tron and a little less like gobbledygook, right? So the next thing I wanted to do was, I knew that the neons were not going to show up on the black background, because most neons, they're usually a little translucent. So the ones that I used were, everything will be linked down below in the description box. I think the polishes that I used today was the She Modern, white base. Okay, I found it. I use the Chrome White Light Sticky for Chrome Pigment Base Gel, and that's what I use to line out the blue part of the design before I put the chrome on. And then the orange and the yellow that I am using, the orange is Tangerine and the yellow is Sorbet Zest, and those are both from Blue Sky. And then the pink that you're going to be seeing in a little bit is called Love Wins, and that is from Madame Glam. So basically this part, I'm just going to be filling in the sun, and I'm going to be ombreing a little bit of the orange that I used in the bottom of it into the bottom of the sun. Just that way it all comes together and looks copacetic. Okay, so the other three nails were like feeling kind of empty to me. I don't know, they weren't giving that 80s vibe that I was looking for. So I thought of lasers. I wanted to do like lasers, okay? So like if you are familiar with this type of 80s art, this like cinematic, nerdy, Tron, computer, alternate reality type situation, you're gonna know that a lot of times that they have a lot of lasers, like a lot of like visual effects. And so that's kind of what I thought of when I did this. Now it kind of looks like spiky hair, and like the line design to me, it looks like a corset type situation. I don't know what road these nails took. Okay, but they took that road with intent, okay? Because I really like the finished look. I really do. I think that they came out really cool. Definitely looking forward to trying this design yet again, because I don't know, for some reason this design has just like called to me multiple times. I always really want to do this design. I think that it would be absolutely epic to pull off as close to the original as possible, like as a nail art. I think it would be so dope to do it by hand. So thank you so much, Sandra, and happy birthday. Thank you for sharing this special day with us and for giving me a reason to try this design again. Your encouragement and positivity is just, it's always so refreshing and appreciated. And I'm so very happy to have you as a friend on this YouTube journey that we're all on. Your designs are absolutely beautiful, and yeah, happy birthday, girl. I hope that you enjoy the rest of these collabs and your special day. I hope that you get to do something special. But yeah, so this is what the finished look looks like. I hope that you guys enjoyed them. Please, as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I hope you'll join me for future videos.